Page 53, little bit of rock, as in rock and roll, similar to the last piece that we just did. This is in G major, it's got one sharp, so all the F's are going to be sharped unless they have a natural sign, and I see they do. So it looks like all the F's are F natural anyway because they have natural sign. Isn't that convenient? In the left hand, it's pretty straightforward. You got a half note followed by 2 quarter notes. You're establishing a beat. Generally, a trap set would do that. The drums in the background, so you got this. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. And you keep that up throughout the whole piece, that rhythm, till the last measure is a whole note. And hopefully you can move the left hand when you have to, that one note, without looking. The right hand, we're going to have some fun with that. Now this isn't a blues piece. We're not going to swing the eighth notes or nothing. We're going to play them even just like they're written. But the rhythm, it's got some tied notes in it. Take a look at that third measure where the right hand comes in. You have a 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay? The last 2 G's there are tied together. So you don't play the... If I take out the tie and I play all the notes, it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay? But I don't play the 1 on 4 because the tie is there. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'm hanging on to it. Cool, huh? And then in the next to the last measure, on the first line, you have 2 eighth notes and a dotted half note. If I don't have a tie, it's this. Okay, for that measure. But if I tie the eighth note and the dotted half note together, then it's... and I hold it down. In fact, I hold that B down through the next measure too. It's going to be a long one. But the left hand's doing its thing, so okay. Hold it down until you get to the 4th beat. And when you play that 4th chord, the 4th beat, the chord on the 4th beat in the left hand, then you lift it up. You get the same rhythm in the next line. You can work out, hopefully, you can work out the rhythm in the right hand. Just do it really, really slow. You can forget about staccatos and all that while you work this in one thing at a time. Okay, you get the rhythm. Take a look at the, well, it happens at various places. Just go down to the last line there on the second measure in the right hand. You have the A, F, and then 2 eighth notes. Forget the staccatos for a minute and just play the notes. And get those, and then when you get them, you put the staccatos in. Okay, so you don't have to get everything all at one time. You build it. You get the notes first and get the rhythm, and then you can add the articulation. One thing you do want to make sure you get right off the bat is the fingering. Make sure you're using the fingering you're going to use, because if you change the fingering, at least for me, it's like relearning the piece. It's like it's a new piece if I switch. So I got to get the right fingers right off the bat, and I try and keep them as I'm practicing this. The last line, there is a D-I-M. You see it there? It's on the second measures between the stabs, D-I-M period. That stands for diminuendo, and diminuendo means get softer. It's like putting in one of those long hairpin things, arrows. And it goes all the way to the end. So you just gradually get softer until you get to the end. Okay? Well, you're sort of repeating the musical phrase, and each time you can get a little softer when you do it. So it's like in the right hand, you're loud. And then you have the last couple of measures. So you end up soft. You're dying away at the end. Okay, now slowing down, you're just dying away. Second line, second measure. It gets tricky because of the articulation, the staccatos. The right hand has staccatos on all 4 quarter notes. Okay. The left hand doesn't have staccato on the half note, and that can get tricky when one hand does and one hand doesn't. It's like, So you may have to work out your staccatos and get so you're coordinated. It's a little something about dynamics and bringing out the melody. Of course, you want to bring out the melody. It's in the right hand, right? Well, this has 2 measures of introduction to it, or 2 measures where the left hand's playing by itself before the melody starts. And in those 2 measures, it's okay for the left hand to play loud. It is, in effect, the melody. But when you get to that third measure, the right hand takes over that loudness. The left hand automatically comes way down. So it's like left hand by itself, the first three measures would be like that. And you come down all of a sudden because the right hand takes over the melody. It's really cool when it's done right. Let's go slow and try this out and see what happens. So 4/4 time. If you have a guitar player around, have them play along because there's chords at the top of each of the staffs so they can read the chords and play. Starting out in G position. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Off. I don't know if there's any recordings of this available to you or not. I'm too lazy to go look. I think I would play it more or less like this.